I was a flight instructor at sailplanes, single-engine airplanes, 2-engine, 3-engine, 4-engine jets, and did some flight instructing on all of them. That was a good part. And I built a little racer that went 200 miles an hour.
You still fly out of the ranch here.
Mm-hmm.
How long is that strip?
I was flying day before yesterday.
You did fly the day before yesterday?
Yeah, got some fuel. It's now 2,200 feet long. Used to be 1,500.
And what's the altitude here?
Well, 2 days ago the density altitude was 7,000 here on a hot day. So it's
That's kind of a tight strip, isn't it?
it was tight before I put a gate on the end and ran 600 feet into my neighbor's hayfield. Now it's fine.
Now, the thing that's unique is you've seen such amazing changes in aviation.
Yes, and rapid. You know, every 5 years a new airliner, and then the Europe sent some airplanes over, a couple that I flew, and they were going around the United States and letting supervisory pilots fly them. The first jet I flew was called a French Caravel. It was a really nice airplane.
And they let you fly it around to get used to it?
They
Hoping you would buy one?
They hoped the airline would buy one.
Did you get to recommend or not recommend them, though?
Yeah, but we didn't intend to buy either one of them.
Oh, you didn't?
No, but we did go for the ride. That was good.
Act like I'm not even here.
Where do you want me to start? The history of me or the house or the airplanes?
Let's talk about this house for a minute.
Okay.
This has a neat... Got it?
Yeah. Let me get on this side, though.
So let's talk about...
This... Well, gosh, I've got my name of the ranch on the front gate, but I can't remember it right now.
That's okay.
Anyway,
So Pawnee was born here.
she was born here, and she was a school teacher and a stewardess and a pilot. And I met her because she decided to become a stewardess. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in Montana.
Tell me a little bit
About the ranch.
about the ranch or about this was a stagecoach stop or some type? Or
Yes, it was. It was a stagecoach stop, and I don't know. It was between. At the time this house was built, there wasn't a Lewistown. It was a cavalry camp,
Okay.
and there was a stagecoach stop here. And I don't know. I think it was going up to the river from Lewistown, and
Ruby
Yes.
Pink, come through Ruby Gulch and through
Yeah.
that way
right.
by the Jacksons Ranch and over this way.
Yes, and what else do you want to know?
What years of time was that?
The time event,
When was it built? In
Yeah,
18
when was it?
what?
1877,
Okay.
and
And it was built by her grandfather?
is built by her grandfather.
And he moved out here from where, do you know?
No, I don't know where. He came out on the river on a steamboat.
Oh, and came down from the river, from
Yeah.
Fort Benton or somewhere else down here this way.
Malta,
Okay.
and no, I'm sorry, the joining of the Judith River and the Missouri, and then the people walked or rode horses from there up in this country.
Okay. All right. And do you recall at all, did he bring his wife with him?
I don't.
You don't know?
I don't know any
You
of
don't know
that
anything
history.
more of that?
No.
Okay. And you've lived here since when?
Uh,
Roughly.
Roughly, we were married in '48, and I started coming up here, and she spent most of her vacations here.
Okay.
And then when we had children, they spent all summers here. I moved up in, we moved up in 1974.
So she was raised here on horseback and
Oh yes, she they didn't have tractors, of course,
yeah.
and she would train the horses and set up the teams in the morning for plowing in the fields.
Really.
Yeah.
And did you know how to ride before you came up?
No, I had ridden, but I didn't know how to ride. So she took me out to behind the barn, showed me how to get on and off ride, and about a week later, her mother said, "Ed certainly mounts well." And I said, "Yes."
Yes.
And then shortly after that, they had sheep, and it was snowing, and my father-in-law said, "Would you go out to see if all the sheep have come in out of the field?" Well, he must have had 200 or 300. And I thought, well, this kind of, I don't know how I can manage this. But anyway, I went out, and there was a big bunch in the yard, and I found a dead ewe with a lamb lying on top of it. And so I threw the lamb over the saddle and rode in a snowstorm. And after that,
You were okay.
I was part of the family.
Oh, that's good. And that was in the late 40s? Early 50s must have been?
Yeah, the early 50s.
Okay.
Hey, where did you come from?
I was born in the desert near Palm Springs, and my father was a railroad telegrapher, and I was born in two boxcars put together and made into a house where the station was, where he was a telegrapher. And he played games with telegraph with an operator in India, which was about 60 miles away, on a checkerboard. And I don't have it anymore, but they had their checkerboard numbered, and they would play checkers with a key.
Really? And your mother was there? Did you have brothers and sisters raised with you there?
I had a sister. She was raised there, too.
She was.
Yeah. We were desert rats.
Okay. And when did you leave the desert? What got you out of the desert?
Probably the heat. I think my father, I went to 7 different schools, so I don't know when I first moved out, but then moved to the Central Valley and clear up through my college days.
Okay. What pictures, and there's a favorite picture that I have up there in the corner. I don't know if you